Welcome back to No Man's Sky, the Chronicles. As we continue to hurl ourselves into idiocracy territory, I've thought about the last 25 years of my life. After all, my 25th reunion was this past a couple months ago. Good time to reflect, look back on my adult life, cry in the corner a bit. What I discovered is that for all the technological innovation we've seen in the last 2 decades, we've become incredibly stupid and selfish. Now, if I could go back in time and change one thing, I might actually make the ultimate sacrifice. I might try to prevent the intervention, or an intervention, and might try to prevent the invention of the internet. I know. What madness is this? Why on earth would you uninvent the internet? Aren't you selling shirts online? Aren't you trying and failing to produce YouTube videos? Yeah, but that doesn't change the truth. And before you start clutching your routers and barking madly, understand where I'm coming from on this. It's like Terminator 2. No matter how hard they keep trying to stop Skynet from happening, it's going to happen. Granted, it happened in a bad way, a la Terminator 3, but it was inevitable. Now, I don't want to keep the internet from ever happening. I only wish to delay the process until we are better equipped and mentally and emotionally better to handle it. We were given fire by the gods, and we ended up torching the world. We literally did not understand what we were given. For a while, we just did silly things on the internet. Hell, we still do. Cats playing keyboards, planking, Hadouken pics, horsehead mask videos, memes, vines, and that was, 5 years ago? It's only gotten worse. But soon, it has warped and become something weird. There was so much of certain things that we really did need, and so many different ways to describe things that we really didn't need. And so many different videos and stories and pictures, and yeah, that was a bad place. But then there were also cell phones and soon commercial Wi-Fi, iPods, tripods, iPhones, Facebook, Instagram, Elvis Presley, Disneyland. It spiraled out of control. Slang, OMG, WTF, ROTFLMAOBBQ. I mean, we became addicted to technology. Our lives revolved around little devices that did everything for us. A phone replaced a pager, a camera, a gaming device, a laptop, a watch, GPS, a radio Walkman, and tons of other devices. It became the Swiss Army lazy man. Texting gave way to, other things. Polaroids gave way to selfies in a bathroom with duck face being Instagrammed and put up on Facebook. Like please. Red. I have no self-esteem and need constant and instant approval to maintain my show of an existence. Soon, there was cyberbullying. Hacking phones and emails, the need for 24/7 news that may or may not even be accurate, spreading like wildfire, hacking electronics, influencing voters' minds, fake news, trolls, bots. We have become unable to put the genie back into the bottle. And I don't think we ever will. Isn't it odd that in the last 25 years, we've invented things that bring us closer together, more so than ever before, but yet we're still further apart in terms of actually connecting with people. Used to be, if you wanted to reach someone, you had to catch them at home, by phone. Now you call their cell, and in a lot of cases they want you to hang up and then just text them. Also, isn't it odd in the past 25 years so much technology has come about, yet what's the last thing we cured? Polio, I think? We've created a generation of customers, consumers. Our kids have become overprivileged and entitled. Well, Johnny has an iPod and he's 7. Well, Johnny's also a selfish brat that can't wipe himself yet, but can send a text. He probably still wets the bed. Poor John. Nobody wants to work for anything, and I don't mean the entitled versus the uneducated. I'm talking about everyone. Somewhere along the way, we lost our mission. Our grandparents went to World War II. They sacrificed a lot of things in order to keep the country running. Now, we're asked to give up something, and suddenly, since 9/11, our government's out of control or enslave us, take away our rights. Funny. Our grandparents sacrificed a lot in order to give our family a better life. Our parents, well, at least mine, gave up a lot of stuff in order to make our lives better. They scrimped and they saved. They went without new clothes or fancy appliances. They made ends meet and did what they could to ensure that we never had to live like that ever. And somehow we thought, oh, cool, great, thanks. And that was it. We accepted their generous offer. We watched as they worked hard and bled for us. We took a better life and continued to not pay it forward, but instead we cheapened the thought. We were given so much without asking or having to ask for it, and yet when it came to our children or the next generation born into the millennium, they didn't understand what our parents did to provide because they were the end result. We didn't continue the trend. Our generation. We didn't have to work hard anymore. Technology caught up and made things easier. Hell, I'm just as responsible. I work in an office all day. But I also run a side business where I don't even have to put a lot of effort into it, and I'm rewarded monetarily. Granted, I wish I could work more on it. I know the quality would benefit more, but at the end of the day, I get emails still saying, hey, congrats on your sale, with no deserving of that praise. The internet has mostly done the work for me. We take to Facebook and instead of sharing our lives with each other, we share half-assed research and cited examples of hate against one group or another. I can count on at least one hand how many friends I have on Facebook that never will say a word, yet will continually post their disdain for one group or another in this world. They don't, share their day or anything that's happening. They just continue to put out just, basic propaganda. And 9 times out of 10, they share from one subjective group that is not even factual half of the time. It's just a funny picture, or what they claim to be funny, slamming another person, group, religion, whatever. They don't say hi or how are you. They say, here's why you're all wrong and I'm right, in graphic form. And for all that friending and sharing that goes on, I believe we are more so divided than we had ever been as a civilization. Friends are not friends, they're an audience for our amusement or our agendas. We don't connect, we try to redirect. We do not deserve the internet. If the aliens were to come here looking for intelligent life, we'd be blown off the face of the galaxy like we were the plague. For the love of Blurg, Xiphos, we must eradicate this menace on the Earth before it spreads and infects us. How do you know that, Lishu? I saw it on Reddit. And Grimjor saw it post on Zambook that he shared from I bet this Gore Park can get more likes than Flirclap. 100 Indolorians like this. Picture of a tentacle with a thumbs up position. So yeah, let's go back and blow the servers and tell the geeks of the 90s to keep working on things, and we'll get back to being better humans so that one day we may be deserving in such an awesome power that Al Gore gave to us. What? That's true. I read it on Wikipedia.